सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे Maybe you have to check Mataji the mic one more time.
Yeah. Thank you. A nice kirtan, Remona. Remona decorated the meat is also today.
चालू नहीं है ना? वही
अभी हुआ.
This mic, Mataji?
No, this, yeah, it's going down.
That mic has.
It's showing full battery.
It has a battery.
This is showing full, but it is getting switch off.
Yeah, for some reason it is switching.
Yeah. No. This is also not connected. Okay, now it won't. I hope it will stay. Turned off again. Okay.
This one?
Yeah. We'll sing the Shavata. Hare Krishna.
Baba, actually, echo it.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear now?
Yes.
It's falling off. It's falling off. Oh, okay, because of this, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Hare Krishna. I would like to welcome everyone for our Saturday session. Okay, we'll sing the Savatar Stotra. Maybe we can sing together, everybody knows by now. Or you'll repeat. Okay, you can repeat. Pralaya payodhi jale dhritavana vedam Pihita bahitra charitramakhedam Keshabadrita meena sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Pralaya payodhi jale dhritavana sivedam Pihita bahitra charitramakhedam Keshabadrita meena sharira Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Says the Dashavatar Sutra, the last one. Shruno Sukhadam Shubhadam Bhavasaram, right? It gives Sukha or happiness. And Shubhadam, it's all auspicious. So we should sing, recite it regularly. Okay, we'll do the Mangalacharan. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Namo विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने। श्रीवासुभानवी देवी दायिताय कृष्णप्राप्तये कृष्णसम्बन्ध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्यज्वाला प्रेमाध्याय श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौर करुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे कृपानुगोद्धाप सिद्धान्तध्वान्तहारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भारसाम्बोधे पदं पूजायते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगपरायते। गौरविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्दिष्ट सज्जनप्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। जयतं सुरतौ पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदं भोजौ राधा मदनमोहनौ। दिव्यावृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद् रत्नाङ्गरसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवौ पृष्ठसेव्यमानौ स्मरामि। श्रीमन्रासरसारम्भी बंसीभट्टतटस्थित कर्षन् रेणु स्वनिर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रियेस्तु नः। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे।
Okay, we'll read the Bhagavad Gita. Everybody has it. We're starting from 2.66. 66. Chapter 2, text 66. You can repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 66, contents of the Gita summarized. Nasti buddhirayuktasya
Nasti buddhirayuktasya
na cha yuktasya bhavana
na cha yuktasya bhavana
na chavad न च भावयता शान्तिर्
न च भावयता शान्तिः
अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्.
अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम्.
Translation: one who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? I think your book would have little different translation, I guess.
Same translation.
Same translation.
Yeah.
So here Krishna is saying how. Anybody remembers what we did until last week? What Krishna is talking about?
Sthita prajna.
Yeah, Sthita Prajna. Krishna is talking about Sthita Prajna, or man of steady intelligence. So, what is steady intelligence means? Who is always steady, right? Or balanced. So, I balanced in both. Like Arjun asked, what's the question Arjun asked? How a Sthita Prajna talks, how a Sthita Prajna situates oneself, and how does he behave, right? And then Krishna is answering how does he do that. So before this we read about how does he situate himself, like he is steady or he's balanced in both happiness and distress. And he said that how he sieges or withdraws the senses, right? And controls the senses by withdrawing his senses from the sense objects. And then he said that who is restricted from sense enjoyment, or who is restricting his senses, the taste still remains. So that's why it's difficult to control the senses. But if one is utilizing the senses in the higher taste or gets some higher taste, then it can control the senses very easily. Because when we engage our senses in a better way or in the service of Krishna, then automatically what happens? Our senses get purified. That's what he says. Then he says that when one is satisfied in this way, in Krishna consciousness, then all the miseries are not there anymore, right? They do not exist. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasopajayate. Like all the miseries are gone, all the miseries are destroyed. And then what happens? That person becomes happy. Prasanna chetaso means very happy or satisfied. And his buddhi paryabatishtita means his intelligence is well established. So now he's saying when one is not doing that, or when one is not connected with the Supreme, and he doesn't have a transcendental intelligence or a steady mind, because intelligence is controlling the mind. When we don't have a pure intelligence, what happens? The mind is not being controlled, right? Mind and intelligence is above the mind. And there is, when one does not do that, there is no possibility of peace, right? One becomes asanta, so not peaceful. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a verse, it says that Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakale Asanta Krishna Bhakta Niskama Ataiva Santa. So that means Bhukti means who wants sense enjoyment, right? So you want sense enjoyment, you want more and more and more. So there is no Shanti. It's always Ashanta, right? You are always in anxiety, you want more and more and more. So that is Bhukti, or who wants enjoyment. Then Mukti means liberation. One wants liberation, right? Want to be free from all the material anxieties. But you want that, right? You want how to achieve it. You will be always again in anxiety. So again you are in Ashanta. Then Siddhi Kami, who wants perfection, a perfectionist, right? I want a mystic perfection. I want to have those mystic yogic perfections, right? So one goes to, there are 8 siddhis, right? Anima, Lagima, all that. So when one goes, like one can be smaller than smallest, greater than greatest, one can be, can control the mind, like even certain objects, can control people, can hypnotize people. Those are all different kinds of siddhis people get. And they want again to achieve more because there are many, many siddhis, and they again become Ashanta. Krishna Bhakta Niskama, who is a devotee means you are only loving. You don't want anything in return. Like the Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami means everybody is desiring something, right? But a devotee is not desiring anything. Devotee is just loving Krishna without any condition, like a mother's love towards child. Mother never wants anything from the child. It's just unconditional, it comes, right, by itself. So in the same way, a pure devotee means who doesn't have any desire, desireless, niskama, means no desire. So he only wants to love Krishna, and that is the only, that's the desire, but which is desireless, right? Because it is by the mercy of Krishna it can happen. So there is nothing desire for himself that, oh, okay, I want this. So then that's why Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Ataeva Shanta. That's why he is very peaceful, always in Shanti, always in peace. So here Krishna is saying, who is connected to the Supreme, then they get the transcendental intelligence and peaceful. But who does not have that, who does not have any connection, then they cannot become happy. And there cannot be any happiness without peace, because they cannot be peaceful. There is no possibility of peace when we don't have a connection with the Supreme and we don't have any intelligence, steady intelligence and steady mind. Then the next one he's saying, Indriyanam hi charatam yan mano annuvidyate tad asya harati pragyam vayurnavam ivambasi. This is a very nice verse. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. So what he's saying, like, have you ever gone on a boat ride? Yes. In an ocean or in a river? So are you in the storm time or no? No, right? So when there is a heavy wind, you can imagine the boat, even though it is steady or it's calm, still we get little shake, right? So if it is heavy wind, how can it happen? It will be too much, right? It will be carried away with the storm. So he's saying how the strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water. In the same way, if our roaming senses, they just carry away our mind, right? If the senses are not controlled. So even Srila Prabhupada says our 5 senses, right? If even one sense is not controlled or not being utilized in Krishna service, suppose 4 of my senses are using but not the 5th one, still my mind can be carried away. So that's why we have to watch our senses. And how can we watch? As we know earlier, what he has said earlier, how can we watch our senses or control our senses?
Retract them like a tortoise.
Yeah, the crocodile seize the limbs. In the same way we can control or seize our senses. But it's difficult, right? How can we control our senses? How much? Because our all senses are open, right? They are the open gates of the body. We have to see things, we have to hear things, we have to, touch things. How can we retract them? What Krishna says in the next verse. Yeah.
Chanting.
So when we are utilizing in our senses, every sense in the service of Krishna, like our eyes, right? Eye can see anything. But if we utilize our eyes to take darshan of Krishna, right? Watch, see Krishna, then automatically the sense of sight is getting purified. It's not being controlled only, but also being purified. That's why we don't want to see anything else other than Krishna. But when we control our eyes, okay, I'll close my eyes and just sit, right? Then I'm controlling my eyesight, but am I able to forget the things what I was watching? No, right? So it is being controlled, but it's not being purified. So we have the taste and we want to get that again, right? So that's why it is very difficult to control by seizing them rather than utilizing in Krishna service, as you said. Like the tongue. Tongue wants to taste very good food, right? If you see palatable dishes in front of you, what do you feel? You want to eat it, right? But when one eats Krishna Prasad, like Krishna in the Mahaprasad prayer we sing every day, what does it say? That Sharira Avidya Jal Jadendriya Tahaikal. Sharira means our body, Avidya is Avidya Jal, means a net of ignorance. The body is a net of ignorance. Jal means net. Jadendriya tahekal. Jadendriya means our senses, which are all material, right? Gross senses, are the tahekal means in that body. Tahe means in the body. Are kal. Kal means like snakes. The senses are like snakes in the body, which is a net of ignorance. Can you imagine? So in a net, if the snake is there, what would happen? You will be bitten, right? So what is that? Tara madhye jiva ati lobhamaya sudurmati. And among all those senses, among all those snakes, which is the most difficult one? Tara madhye jiva ati. Among all of them, jiva or tongue. Lobhamaya sudurmati means it's the greediest. Lobhamaya, right? And it's difficult to control. So tongue is the most difficult sense to control. And when one's tongue is controlled, like the food is controlled, then automatically all the other senses will be controlled. Because, it's there in the nectar of instruction that jihva udara upastha vegam, like the tongue, belly and genital. So when the tongue is controlled, automatically, because they are in straight line, everything else will be controlled. So Krishna bada dayamaya, okay, jiva, tara madhye jiva ati lohomaya sudurmati, we understood that. Among all the snakes, tongue is the most difficult one. And then Krishna bada dayamaya karibare jivajaya. Krishna is very merciful. And why? Because he is giving us the Krishna prasadam that we can conquer our tongue. We can control over our tongue. So you can imagine how we can control our senses by utilizing in the service of. So tongue can be utilized by eating Krishna prasadam and also by speaking about Krishna, because tongue has two functions again, right? So when one is like, we hear about some gossips, always you want to add something, right? That's always there. Ear likes to hear negative things, right? That's the sense of hearing. And when you are hearing, what happens? Your tongue is now being activated. Okay, I want to add something, I want to tell something, right? So tongue has that function as well, but when we control over our tongue, we only talk about Krishna, then automatically it gets purified and doesn't want to talk anything other than Krishna subjects or about Krishna. And also, ear automatically wants to only hear about Krishna. It gets purified when it hears more and more. Like you are chanting by the tongue, right? So when we are chanting and we are hearing it, so we are engaging both our senses in the service of Krishna, both the tongue and the ear, right? So that's what Krishna is saying here, that how if we are not controlling even one of the senses, then it is very difficult to control our mind. The mind gets carried away. And in the purport, Prabhupada writes about Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj was a great king. It is described in the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam about Ambarish Maharaj, very detailed, that how he was utilizing all his senses in the service of Krishna. Even though he was such a great king, he used to utilize his hands in even cleaning the temple. He used to utilize his leg in going to the temple. He used to utilize his tongue, and what we talked about, the ears, the sight in darshan of Krishna. Everything, even though he was a king, he was still able to utilize everything in the service of Krishna. That's why he was a great devotee. Do you know his story with Durvasa Muni? Have you heard of Durvasa Muni? Durvasa Muni is a great sage, right? He was a very great. What was he famous for? Curses? Anger. Yeah, he's famous for anger, right? So one time he came to Ambarish Maharaj's home, and Ambarish Maharaj was doing the Ekadasi fast, and he was supposed to, we break the fast the next day, right? Dwadasi. So there is a particular time we have to break the fast. If we don't break at that time, during that time, then there is no value of your fasting on the previous day. So because after a certain time period, the next day starts, and there is some astrological calculation, we have to break at that point of time. So when he came, he said, okay, of course, Ambarish Maharaj asked him to take prasadam. He said, okay, I'm going to take bath and I'll come back and have prasadam. So when he goes back to take bath, what happens? The time period was getting over. And then he consulted all the Brahmins, what should he do? Because our Vedic etiquette is first is the guest, right? We have to first feed the guest, then we can have. So he was waiting, and the Brahmin said, no, if you are not breaking the fast at this moment, then all the fasting is gone, right? There's no value of your vrata or the vow. So they said, you can just take a sip of water, because he was doing nirjal, without water, the Ekadasi fasting. So you can just take a sip of water, that is equivalent to breaking the fast, and at the same time you're not eating anything, so it's not a, insult to your guest, to Durvasa Muni. So he took just a sip of water to break his fast. But Durvasa Muni, because he was a mystic yogi, he could know that, okay, the king has already done that. And he became so furious. When he came back, he started to, he was trying to destroy King Ambarish. He created a demon from his hair, and he was going to destroy him. And at that time, Ambarish Maharaj, he was just calm. He was not agitated at all. And he was just calm and praying to Krishna. And at that time, what happens? Sudarshan Chakra just comes by itself and started chasing Durvasa Muni to kill him. Can you imagine? Durvasa Muni is such a great sage. He was so much a perfectionist. He was a Siddha yogi, right? But still, he could not get rid of the Sudarshan Chakra, because he insulted a devotee. He was trying to kill the devotee, right? Who was a pure devotee of Krishna. So then he goes to Brahma, please help me. And Brahma says, Sudarshan Chakra is not mine. Even I am under the control of Sudarshan Chakra. I cannot help you. Then he goes to Kailas, to Lord Shiva. Please help me. Lord Shiva says, no, I cannot. This is Lord Vishnu's, and I'm worshipping him always. Then he goes to Vishnu. Vishnu says, even Sudarshan Chakra is not in my control. So he went to Vaikuntha all the way to Vishnu. Can you imagine? But he could not stay there, because he was not yet perfect to go back to him. And he said, even Sudarshan Chakra is not in my control. I never sent it. He went by himself, because he is under the control of my devotees. So you should go and beg forgiveness from Ambarish Maharaj, and then only you can, get rid of this. Otherwise, I cannot do anything. So then he goes back and asks, like he just did Dandavat before Ambarish Maharaj. And Ambarish Maharaj was so embarrassed, because because he went to every loka has a different time frame. It happened almost a year. Can you imagine? 1 year, Ambarish Maharaj was just sitting like that, waiting for him.
Yeah, without breaking also.
Without eating also. So where he was getting the power from? Energy from Krishna himself, right? From the super soul within. And he comes back and he asks for forgiveness, and what Ambarish Maharaj says, that, he was really embarrassed to Durvasa Muni to beg forgiveness. He says, then when he saw that Sudarshan Chakra, then he left. So Sudarshan Chakra is under the control of the devotees completely. He is only for the protection of the devotees. So here, as we know, here in this purport Prabhupada is saying about Ambarish Maharaj, you can imagine that he had controlled all his senses by engaging them in the service of Krishna. Then the next one, text 68. Tasmad yasya mahabaho nigrihitani sarvasah indriyani indriyarthevyas tasya pragya pratisthita. Translation. Therefore, O mighty armed, one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. So again, we can take the example of Ambarish Maharaj, right? Because his senses were restrained from the sense objects, he was completely steady in his intelligence. And you can see the example of even Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is Vaishnavanam Tatha Shambhu, right? He is the greatest Vaishnava. And do you know the story of Sati and Daksha? Daksha was his father-in-law. He was first married to Sati, right? Daksha's daughter at the beginning of the creation. Next one, when Sati dies, then she becomes Parvati, and then he gets married again. But first one was Sati. And when he went to Daksha, he was in Daksha's place, and he didn't get up when Daksha came in, because of course Shiva was much more exalted than Daksha, but he was puffed up, right? Daksha was puffed up by his pride and ego and envy and all that. and he started insulting Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva did not retaliate at all. Lord Shiva could have counter-cursed. Oops. Gone. Okay, something is wrong. Okay. So Lord Shiva, he could have counter-cursed Daksha, or he could have done anything, he could have killed himself. But he did not do that. He just kept quiet, because he is the greatest Vaishnava. He has controlled his senses, right? And he became so sober at that time. He was just calm. And when his followers saw that, like Nandi and all, they started cursing the Brahmins that, why are you doing this? How can you tell Lord Shiva like that? And again, Bhrigu Muni from Daksha's side, he started counter-cursing Shiva's followers. And like that it was going on, Shiva just left the place. Said there is no point of staying here. They don't know about the spiritual values, and they are just cursing and counter-cursing because they are on bodily platform. But Shiva is already transcendental, and he left the place. And then when Sati wanted to come to her father's place for a great yajna, again he was doing. Shiva, she put a lot of conviction point that I should go, even a friend or a family member or guru, even though you are uninvited by them, you should go, because Shiva says we are not invited, why you want to go, right? So she says no, because even though we are not invited, that's my parents' place, so I can go. Then Shiva could foresee what is going to happen, because she didn't see earlier what had happened to Shiva, right? Neither Shiva told her in detail, because he didn't bother about it. Whatever he was insulting, it was just Shiva didn't take it to him, because his senses were controlled, right? It's getting off immediately, somehow.
Probably to change the mics.
Yeah, the mic is gone. The battery is gone.
The second one.
Okay. Okay. This was the first one, right? We tried. Okay. So, she had not known to what extent Daksha was insulting Shiva, right? So she thought, okay, let me go still, even though Shiva foresaw that there would be some problem, And she goes there, and he didn't welcome her, even though she was his own daughter, because he had so much of envy towards Lord Shiva that even though she was his daughter, she didn't welcome her. He didn't talk to her. Even Sati's mothers and sister didn't talk to her. So she was really insulted, and she started speaking about the exalted personality of Lord Shiva and how Daksha didn't understand him, didn't know him by seeing his external features, that he puts the crematorium ashes, he has the matted hair, he doesn't have any clothes, he doesn't have any house. So Daksha thinks that he's very poor. He said, I just gave my daughter out of nowhere, I did a big mistake. But he doesn't know the transcendental position of Lord Shiva, what he was really internally, right? He was only looking the external point. But when one is a pure devotee like Lord Shiva, who has controlled his senses, then automatically they have that steady intelligence, right? So this is what Krishna is talking here. Then the next one. Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati samyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pasyato munehe. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is the night for the introspective sage. This is a very important verse again of Bhagavad Gita. And here what Krishna is saying, there are two types of people, right? One is he's saying the self-controlled, and the other one he's saying what is the night for all beings. So all beings he is categorizing as one, and self-controlled as another, right? So one is suppose spiritualist, another is materialist, right? So two categories are always there in society. So what is the day for the materialist is the night for the spiritualist. And what is the night for the materialist is the day for the spiritualist. So what does that mean? So when a devotee, like what normally, like I can tell my example, like when I started in Krishna consciousness, like all my friends, basically family members, they were fine because they are into spiritual path, but the friends were like laughing at what you are doing, like you're just wasting your time. So normally the materialists think in that way, that okay, the spiritualists are just wasting their time, they're doing all the time chanting and reading and all that, doing kirtan. They are not enjoying life. So that means they are thinking that we are sleeping, like the devotional practice people, they are sleeping. So, and they are in awakening state, they are enjoying, right? And at the same way, the devotees think what to the others, that oh, what these people are wasting time in their material sense gratification. So they think that they are sleeping in ignorance, right? And they are awakened. So it's the opposite. So they always think in that way. That's what Krishna is saying here. Then the next one. I am trying to finish this chapter. That's why we are not, as Siddhakatha Prabhu told me. So I am not reading the purports. Is that okay? Okay. But it's the homework to read the purports at home. Apuryamaणम् अचल प्रतिष्ठम् समुद्रम् आप्लुत प्रवसन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिम् आप्नोति न कामकामी. This is again a very important verse. A person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. So after he says the night of the awakening is the day for the regular people and the other way, now he's saying who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires. How it is? How the rivers enter into ocean. Have you ever seen the ocean being changed in any way? No, right? Other than tsunami, of course, which is for a few minutes. But when so many rivers enter in the rainy season, it's flooded all the rivers. But the ocean is not flooded. It's still the same. And why it is? Because the ocean is so vast, right? All the water is just coming and staying there. It's so vast. In the same way, a person who is vast in intelligence or who is steady in intelligence, for them what happens? How many desires it come to the mind? Always desires come. We cannot control our desires, right? It always come. How the rivers flow in the same way. But they are still, right? They are always steady. The desires are not making them agitated or making them in anxiety, right? Or making them stressed. So it is always, they remain calm and they achieve peace. And not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. But the people who want to satisfy the desires, then they can never get peace, right? So there is a story actually. It is a story, always Narad Muni has good stories, right? So there was a man who was having a pot, okay? In the pot, he came to he came to somebody, a demigod, that fill this pot, like I need to cover. Then that demigod gave all the wealth, but it was not filling. Then he said, okay, let's go to Kuber. Kuber is the treasurer of demigods. He has all the wealth, right? So let's fill it up. So Kuber gave all the treasury, but still it was not filling up. Then that time he could not know what to happen, right? What is happening, that this pot is never being filled up. And that time Narad Muni appears and he says, do you know what that pot is holding? Can you opposite it? And when he made it opposite, it was a human skull. So human beings are that greedy, or that much of desires come to them, that how much you try to satisfy, it never gets satisfied. So in the same way, Krishna is saying here that they will never be achieving peace who is striving to satisfy the desires, but rather than we have to curb our desires, right? We have to curb our desires towards Krishna. Like if I'm getting some desire to enjoy myself, I have to think how I can enjoy with Krishna, right? It's not just by myself. I have to enjoy with Krishna. I have to do this for Krishna. Suppose I want to go to a place, okay? I want to go for outing. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita again, Yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya. Then you have to regulate your life. You have to regulate your food, yuktahara viharasya. You have to regulate your outing as well. You can do entertainment, you can relax your mind, but it has to be regulated or disciplined. So when we have a disciplined life, then automatically we won't be striving for satisfying our senses or satisfy our desires, right? And when it is a regulated life, then only you can make your life perfect. It's even not about devotional service, I'm saying. Just a regulated person, you can see, a disciplined person, how they're successful in their lives, right? Because they have regulated their daily routine, right? They have regulated their lives, whatever they are doing. So when we regulate, it's not that regulating means you are seizing it. No, you are doing everything. You are doing everything. So whenever you want to go out, you can go with devotees. You can do some kirtan there. You can do some book distribution there. And you can go to temples there, right? Like here, people say, oh, in America, you know what is the best place of pilgrimage here? There are a lot of places of pilgrimage in India, but what is the places of pilgrimage here? Can you give me some names?
Vegas.
Yes, you're right. So that is the people who really want to go there. They are crazy to go there, right? So I remember when we had gone one time few years back, I think 2019, when we went to Death Valley and then went to Vegas. That time, actually the first time my kids saw Vegas. Earlier when we had gone, they were very small. They didn't remember anything. So when we went there, they didn't like that place at all. They said, what is this place? Why did we come here? You know? But people really are crazy for that. From all over the world, they want to come for Vegas, right? So when we have some regulated life and we are attracted towards Krishna in that regulated life, then whatever you do, Krishna is in the center, right? Otherwise, it is zero, everything else. So if you have a lot of material, wealth, you have a lot of good education, you have a lot of good fame, everything is there, but all are zero if Krishna is not added to it. When we add Krishna to it, then only it becomes some value. Otherwise, there is nothing. I was hearing a lecture, one of the lectures of the Malkrishna Maharaj. He was saying that when you go to Yamraj, if you are not giving even Krishna consciousness to your kids, he'll ask, what did you do with your kids? And you'll say, oh, my kid went to the University of Texas, So Yamraj doesn't worry about that. He's worried about what value you have given to your kids, So it's not, so everything is our duty as parents, and also, of course, the kids, they follow, right? In the childhood age, they just follow. Later on, they ask, and we have to also have the capacity to answer their questions when they become big. So here it is saying that unless you stop your desires, then it is very difficult, right? It is like the flow of desires come, like the rivers come to the ocean. So we have to, how we have to be? We have to be like the ocean, right? We have to be vast in our intelligence by the Krishna consciousness knowledge, by the scriptural knowledge. Then only we can make our intelligence steady, and the desires won't affect us. The material desires won't affect us. So wherever we go, we should think of Krishna, and we can do everything. We are not cutting out anything in life, right? By being Krishna conscious. We are doing everything same as others, but only adding Krishna to our life. That's the only difference, nothing else. Then text 71. Vihaya kaman yasarvan pumams charati nispruha nirmamo nirahankara sa shantim adhigacchati. A person who has given up all desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desires, who has given up all sense of proprietorship, and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain real peace. So now he's saying who can get real peace, right? So what are the characteristics he's giving? First of all, he has given up all desires for sense gratification. So all the desires would go away for the sense gratification when we purify our senses, as we learn, right? And how we can purify our senses? By engaging them in the service of Krishna. So then you can be free from desires. Then second thing is who lives free from, okay, that's the second thing, who lives free from desires. So of course we have desires, but not desire for ourselves, right? Desire for Krishna's service. So whenever you see something, okay, how can I utilize it in Krishna's service? That's what we have to remember, or it will come automatically to mind. So first thing, when we are at the sadhana bhakti stage right now, we are practicing, right? We're practicing as a regulated principles or as the daily rituals and all that, even though that love has not yet come. But automatically by practicing and practicing, when our senses are completely purified, then it will happen instantaneously, right? With love, like a mother's love. So that is the last stage of love of Godhead, right? But we have to practice. And then who has given up all sense of proprietorship? That's very important, right? I think I am the doer. I own this, right? I own this house, I own this car, I own this community, I own this city. You know, whoever is in which position, they think in that way. I am the owner. I am the proprietor. So when you think that, then how can you get peace? If somebody tells you something, then it will hurt you because you think you are the proprietor, right? But when we think Krishna is the proprietor, I'm just an instrument to do things, to do my duties here. I have got this rare human life, but how I have to utilize this human life, that is very important, right? Human life is not easy to obtain. After 84 lakhs of species, we are getting this, right? So, or 840 million. 8.4 million. So we are getting this. So how can we be free from that sense proprietorship? How can we do that? Is when we are again,
when we accept Krishna as supreme.
Yeah, we accept Krishna as the supreme. So automatically our false ego and our false proprietorship won't go away, right? I think, okay, this is my house, right? But after a few years, I won't be there. Then how I am the proprietor, right? Like my grandfather was there in our home, and now he's not there from last 16, 17 years. But it was his home, right? So, but he never claimed that it was his, he cannot claim, right? Nobody can claim because we are just here temporary. We are here as a guest. It is not our permanent place. Our permanent place is the spiritual world. We have to remember that we are in the guest house. Like when we go out and stay in a guest house or in a hotel, we feel bored after a few days. We want to get back to our home as soon as possible, right? Even though it's a nice place, very beautiful resort and very nice place, but still you don't want to stay there for longer, right? Why? Because you are so attached to your home and you like that's the best place for you. In the same way, actually for us as the spirit souls, this is the temporary place. This is the guest house or the hotel for us for a few years. How many years we have got this body, right? Again, we'll go to a next body. It will be next different house, maybe a bird's nest or in the forest or somewhere, I don't know, right? So we have to utilize this human birth, which is the boat, to cross over the material ocean. This is the only birth which can help you crossing over the material ocean, nothing else. So we have to remember that, and we have to be free from the false ego and false proprietorship. Then only we can attain peace. Then the last one he's saying, Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati Sthitva Syam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Richati. That is the way of the spiritual and godly life after attaining which a man is not bewildered. If one is thus situated, even at the hour of death, one can enter into the kingdom of God. So Krishna talks about the Sita Pragya, man of steady intelligence, every way, right, possible, and in all different angles, and how that person gets peace. He tells that, how that person achieves happiness and steady intelligence. And then by saying, this is the way of spiritual life. That's what he's saying. And after one is attained to this state, then they are never bewildered or never confused, right? And even at the hour of death, they are not afraid of death even, because death is just the change of body. So when they know that I am the spirit soul and they are completely surrendered to the Supreme at his lotus feet, then they can easily enter into the kingdom of God. So he is concluding here, Krishna, I have it. Thank you. So he is concluding here what should be our life, right? Maybe we can, it is the time already, chanting. Okay, maybe we can read the purport quickly so that we know the gist of the whole, this section of Bhagavad Gita, or this chapter. One can attain Krishna consciousness or divine life at once, within a second, or one may not attain such a state of life even after millions of births. So you can imagine, we can get it within a second when we are surrendered completely. It is only a matter of understanding and accepting the fact. Khatwanga Maharaj attained the state of life just a few minutes before his death by surrendering unto Krishna. Nirvana means ending the process of materialistic life. According to Buddhist philosophy, there is only void after the completion of this material life, but Bhagavad Gita teaches differently. Actual life begins after the completion of this material life. For the gross materialist, it is sufficient to know that one has to end this materialistic way of life. But for persons who are spiritually advanced, there is another life after this materialistic life. Before ending this life, if one fortunately becomes Krishna conscious, he at once attains the stage of Brahma Nirvana. There is no difference between the kingdom of God and the devotional service of the Lord. Since both of them are on the absolute plane, to be engaged in this transcendental loving service of the Lord is to have attained the spiritual kingdom. In the spiritual world, there are activities of sense gratification, in the material world, there are activities of sense gratification, whereas in the spiritual world, there are activities of Krishna consciousness. Attainment of Krishna consciousness, even during this lifetime, this life is immediate attainment of Brahman, and one who is situated in Krishna consciousness has certainly already entered into the kingdom of God. Brahman is just the opposite of matter. Therefore, Brahma Sthiti means not on the platform of material activities. Devotional service of the Lord is accepted in the Bhagavad Gita as the liberated stage, Sagunan Samatitetan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Therefore, Brahmi Sthiti is liberation from material bondage. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has summarized the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita as being the contents of the whole text. In the Bhagavad Gita, the subject matters are Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. In the second chapter, Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga have been clearly discussed, and a glimpse of Bhakti Yoga has also been given as the contents for this complete text. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose to the second chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of its contents of the Gita summarized. Thank you. So any questions or reflections? Okay, then we can chant. So why it is the summary of the Bhagavad Gita, the second chapter? Because he has elaborately given about Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, and towards the end he touched the Bhakti Yoga. So that's how this is the whole summary of Bhagavad Gita, second chapter. Okay, we'll start chanting now. As we know that liberation of life it can happen even in this life by being surrendered to Krishna. That was the conclusion. Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. You are coming for the first time? What's your name? Shweta. And how about you?
Atul.
Atul. Nice meeting you. Thank you for coming. I hope you liked the chanting. How was it? Liked it? If if you want to continue chanting, and if you don't have a bead, you can take your bead and continue at home every day. Huh? You don't have to return. Yeah, you can keep it with you. Okay, now we'll go to our next program, which is Nrsimha prayer and Aarti. Who wants to sing Nrsimha prayer? Come. Prananta wants to sing? You don't have your harmonium today? You want to play Mridanga? Oh, you got harmonium. Please bring it. Come. Bring it. Tomorrow is Ekadasi, by the way. So, have nice prasadam today so that tomorrow you can fast. And then on Wednesday, I think is Shivaratri. Mahashivaratri. So, Shivaratri also is celebrated as Ekadasi, like we fast as Ekadasi. Because that is recommended for all the Vaishnavas. It's Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. So we should please him. By his mercy only we can get pure devotional service. Yes. Your mic is working, or you want to take this? Okay.
Yeah, I think you give the mic.
Yeah. He needs the stand wala, na?
Yeah.
No, it's on Wednesday, I checked. Wednesday, no? In India, it might be Tuesday. Tuesday?
Vaishnava calendar is Wednesday. Maybe other calendar.
Really?
Yeah. So we follow Vaishnava calendar.
Yeah. The calendar goes like this, where Vaishnavas. The Tithi, it falls during the sunrise, we fast that day. But the others, they do when on which day the Tithi starts. Like suppose Shivratri, the Chaturdasi, it is Chaturdasi. So Chaturdasi starts at around 1 p.m. They follow that day. But for us, if the Tithi falls during the sunrise, so which is the next day, after 8 a.m. only Amavasya Tithi is starting. So until 8 a.m. Chaturdasi is there during sunrise. So we follow that day. That's how it should be. Yeah. So Livermore Temple is also doing on Tuesday? Okay, start.
Start from again.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
5 minutes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prashant praise. Sharira Vidyaja Jodindriya Tahika Jive Pele Vishaya Sagare Taramadde Chivati Lobamoy Sudurmati Takajeta Katina Samsare Krishna Bharadoyamoy Kori Bare Jiva Jai Swaprasadam Nadi Lobha Seyana Britapao Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao Preme Lakho Shri Chaitanya Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai Jai Nimai Jai Nitai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Bhagavad Shri Mahaprasad ki jai. Please come take prasad outside. But before we enter class, I want to thank Her Grace Ananda Mataji for a wonderful class today on Bhagavad Gita. So today we concluded the second chapter. Next session onwards we'll start with the third chapter, and I think it is a very profound chapter. It is the entire contents of the Bhagavad Gita summarized. So the more you listen to this or read this chapter, you will understand the deeper meaning of how to control our senses, and that goes for everyone. So we are in this material world, we need to control our senses. But again, thanks to Ananda Mataji for concluding the chapter such nicely and sharing wonderful stories of Ambrish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni, as well as Narad, and also Lord Shiva and Daksha. Those stories we can remember them and carry with us for a long time to come. Also want to thank Parantap for singing the Narsimha prayer so nicely. Parantap, good job. And also to Remana, who started the session with Kirtan. So thank you, Remana. And with that, we'll conclude today's session, and we'll take prasadam, and we'll again meet again next Saturday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.